Hey everybody, Steven here playing Subnautica Below Zero, and a cool addition today that I noticed on the Subnautica Changes Twitter account is that they've added out the rough for the Aurora Borealis. So we're actually going to try to queue that up here, and I want to look at a couple other things that they've changed. I just haven't actually talked about it. One of them is the lights and how they actually have the lights on the Vesper kind of glowing and doing all these different things. That's been in the game now, I believe, for a couple weeks. One of those things where I see it, I forget about it and never come back to it, but that's on there, which you could just see right here. And then we'll look at the Brinewing, and they've cleaned up the animations, but we'll just look at that. We'll put it in slow-mo, we'll see it freeze something, we'll actually get frozen ourselves by it, and just kind of check that out. But with this, so in spawning weather events, we go weather event, and then we choose whatever it is going to be, and it's during light snow or light fog that this can potentially pop up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this to actually queue in. It may take me a while, so we're actually going to jump ahead, and the reason for that is that when they pop up, it's a random occurrence, so it's not something that is guaranteed right now, although I hope in the future that they, and I think it even mentioned on there, they may put it in there so it's just a weather event that you can actually queue in. But let's go ahead and jump ahead, and we'll have one of these popped up. Alright, so there we go. I actually got it to pop up. This is under calm, so I queued light snow and then I queued calm, and it finally clicked in, and we actually get a better view of it than when it is snowing. Now with this, I have the water volume off, so let's see what it does when I pull it back on. Yeah, so there it tweaks it. Water volume not only pulls the water volume out, but it actually just the air volume, you can see it's more pronounced now that I have that pulled off. That looks pretty awesome though. Now keep in mind, this is just a rough shape for this. This isn't the final product here. They just painted the general shape and put it in game. My hope is too that it's bigger than this, right? And we get like a little bit more covering of the sky, hopefully. We'll see. But that looks pretty cool, just for, like I said, the intro of it. And you can see it's moving too. And slowly going away. Let's pull that water volume back on. There it is. Alright, so that is the Aurora Borealis here. Let's go ahead and showcase a couple other things here and then finish this video out. Alright, so one of the other things I just wanted to touch on really quickly, because I don't really point this out, but I did with one video for the bigger chunks of ice on the outside of the lily pad biome there, but they have been working just in general on improving the look of any of the ice sheets here, and especially coming from the first build or first portion of the early access release that was essentially just a year ago, the 30th of this month. You can see that more detail work has gone into this, and I've just noticed it more and more over the last handful of weeks. Now some of this has been done prior to this, but it just seems like it's getting more and more refined, and it's looking a lot better here. They've been doing phenomenal with it. So to finish this out, let's go ahead and go look at, I know they're over here, which we might, there's one. So that's the Brinewing there. And the interesting thing with it is that it'll fill its belly full of air and then do that right there. See how it just froze that fish? And then it'll eat it right there. Now it'll not only do that, so its behavior is interesting, but it'll actually freeze you too. So if you're low on oxygen and you get frozen, you may drown because of this thing. So let's go ahead and ghost in really quick. Let's try this out. Right there, fills up, holds that air, and then finds where it wants to freeze, and boom. Now I'm frozen, although my hands aren't up, so you can't see I'm frozen. And froze that fish too. There it is. So let's see if we can get it to do it again. Maybe we can find... Nope, didn't show my hands again. Let's go free cam. There you go. Look at that. Usually you can see your hands if they're right in front of you and you've put them in there. The character has as you're swimming, and you actually see yourself frozen. There it is. But the creature's really, really cool. They've actually tweaked the behaviors of it. And they're fascinating, fascinating to see the different characters. Like you have the Pinacarid right there that you can actually ride, and you have the Glowwell that you can ride, and then you have like other creatures like the sea monkey that'll steal stuff from you, or the Brinewing here that will freeze you, right? So just an interesting mixture of different creatures that are you have different interactions with than the first game. So it's really cool to see. There are a lot more than that, but those are just ones I wanted to talk about right now. Is this thing waiting for food? Oh, it was like frozen. Apparently if you feed these things, it's easier to control them afterwards when you do decide you're gonna ride them. They're like seahorses, right? Keeps coming back too. Look, it wants food. That is awesome. Alright, that is it, everybody. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Hopefully by the end of this week we will see those new story changes in game from Jill Murray. Fingers crossed on that. I've just made that call based off everything that I've seen on the Fabro site, but if that is the case, you will definitely see one of those videos from me. So hopefully, like I said, we can get that towards the end of the week here. Fingers crossed on that. Stay tuned for those.